This is your Sarasota County housing market update for June 2026, and the headline number is inventory. So active listings just dropped about 27% compared to last June. So if you're planning to move here and you're from New York, New Jersey, or Illinois, and you've been telling yourself, I'll start looking in a few months, this video is going to change your timeline. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what has shifted this month and what it all means for your search. And if you appreciate this type of content that I make, please hit that like button. Now let's jump into the numbers. So what we're going to cover today is we're going to go over the numbers as we do in all these videos. We're going to look at the supply, the pricing, how fast the homes are moving off the market, and what they actually mean if you plan on buying from out of state, and what I'd be doing differently if I were in your shoes right now. All right, first up is supply and demand, right? So this is the story of the month. Active inventory, which just means homes currently listed for sale, dropped to a little over 2,800. So that's down 27% from last June. New listings, which are homes that hit the market for the first time, came in at 753, which is down 6.5% from a year ago. So we're having fewer new homes are coming onto the market, and the ones already listed are getting picked off faster than they can be replaced. But the number that matters the most, like I said, is the months of supply. So you're looking at an estimate of how long it would take to sell through everything that's currently listed at the current sales space that's moving now. So last June, that number was 6.3 months. This June, that number is 4.1 months. So anything above 5.5 months usually favors a buyer's market. Once we start hitting below that mark, it starts favoring to a seller's market. We have officially just crossed that threshold. So now if we look at closed sales, homes that actually finished closing were up just over 15% year over year. So more homes have sold and fewer ones have showed up to replace them. That's why the supply is starting to tighten up so fast. Now as we get into pricing, because this is where people get confused if they're only halfway paying attention. Median sales price, which is the middle point of all homes sold, came in at just over $492,000. That's up 8.2% from last June. Meanwhile, the average sales price is just over $732,000, which is up 5.7%. So both of these numbers are moving together. Both of them moving up, and that's a sign of steady demand. It's not a spike caused by a few expensive properties skewing the numbers. And this is a number that tells you whether sellers are winning right now. The median percent of original list price received. That's basically how close did the final sales price land to what the seller originally asked for. So in June, that number hit just above 94%. That's the highest it's been in over a year. A year ago, they were at just over 92%. Real quick break, if you are relocating to Southwest Florida and you want a clearer read on what your specific budget gets you in Charlotte or Sarasota County right now, I put together a free relocation guide that will cover the things you will need to know when coming out here. The link is in the description and it will be in the pinned comment below. All right, now let's jump back into the data. So that 94.4% number means buyers have less room to lowball than they did before. Now speed, right? How fast is the market actually moving? So the median time to contract, which is the number of days between a home hitting the market and going under contract, have dropped to 47 days. June this time last year, it was 60 days. So you're looking at almost a 22% drop. Homes are getting picked off the market nearly 2 weeks faster than they were a year ago. Now, when it comes to new pending sales, homes that just went under contract this month were up 4.1% year over year. And we look at the pending inventory, which are the homes that are under contract but have not closed yet. That number has also rose to 919. So if you combine that with the drop in active listings, and you get a market where homes are moving through the pipeline faster than the new ones are refilling it. So now if you're watching from New York, New Jersey, or Illinois, and you plan on making a move out here, what does this actually mean for you? So first, I will say that I'll browse a few more months before I get serious. That approach just got more expensive for you. If inventories drop 27% in a single year, those are fewer homes for you to choose from. In a market where the sellers are already getting 94.4% of what they're asking, the second thing is don't assume you're going to have the room to negotiate the way a buyer could do a year or two ago. Negotiating room has been shrinking every month. It's not completely gone, but it is getting smaller. And the third thing, this does not mean that you should panic and overpay for a house. What it does mean is you should be pre-approved, know which area, whether you're looking at Charlotte or Sarasota County, before you fly down here. And you need to be ready to move when you find the right property. So you're not treating your relocation trips as just a look around visit. The buyers I see that get frustrated are the ones who show up expecting old conditions. So the buyers who do well, obviously, are the ones who come well prepared for a market and what the market is actually doing right now. So that is your June 2026 numbers for Sarasota County single family homes. If you are thinking about relocating to Charlotte or the Sarasota County area and you would like to walk through what this means for you and your specific situation, my calendar link is in the description below. It's a free, no pressure call just to kind of see where you're at. And please subscribe if you want the next market update. As always, thank you, and I will see you on the next video.